Hello, my name is Gwen. Today we'll do a workshop style video on how to build a heart bed, which is a support that we use in yoga to expose the heart so that the shoulders will sink down a little more. You can use a heart bed for a forward fold as well, and for many of the different restorative poses that I offer in my other videos. For today, I'll show you how to use it for a restorative back bend. Right here, I've gone ahead and built a heart bed out of a pool noodle. I've put a blanket on top of a pool noodle and placed a yoga block underneath that. So how to build the heart bed will depend on what you have in your home. So you can use a cushion that's rectangular shape. You might notice when you use a cushion that's a little wider that your back of your shoulders are held. So let's explore that. So as you come down, you butt your butt right up to your support. Hang on or hands on the floor and feel your way all the way, because sometimes it'll travel. So you want to hang on to it and nestle it right into the lower lumbar sacral spine, that lower spine where your sacrum lives. And then as the back starts to find its way into the support, close your eyes so that the lights are on a little bit brighter. Your awareness sparks right up when the eyes close. And then notice what it's like right behind the back of the shoulders. Is it held? And then drift all the way to the lower spine. Do you need to bend your knees more? Do you need to place something underneath the sit bones like a blanket to elevate the sit bones so that you're not in a deep back bend for your body in that moment? Maybe it feels better to come out of it a wee bit. So wherever you are, explore. Bring your yoga toys to your mat here. As you notice that I have the head elevated, so just a little bit. Here you can heel toe your feet a little wider. Heels can be out, toes in, and knees knock. And then let's explore some other options. So maybe a little narrow. Let's take this bolster out. You may have a narrow noodle or this thick pool noodle. You may even like to use a rolled up blanket. I'll show you that in a moment. So take your blanket nice and long, drape it over the noodle, and then roll the head of the blanket so that it will meet and greet the back of your skull, will rest. And then again, Butt your butt right up. Unfurl the spine, little bit at a time. Feel into the back of the skull. And then notice. It's so beautiful to close the eyes. So have your eyes closed as you start to witness from the inside out. And again, this is a narrow support. So feel into the back of the shoulders here. You might notice that they fall and drape a little bit more, a little bit more. And the heart rises a little bit more, a little bit more. A heart bed counteracts all of that forward motion. So this restorative back bend with the support of a heart bed can be so nourishing and nurturing. If you've been in the kitchen for long hours, at your computer, driving, whatever it's been, this forward motion, this is a really nice way to counter all of that motion and bring you back home to balance. So why do we elevate the head of the bolster? If you take it all away, you might be able to see. So if you take that roll out, you take the block out, feel into that sensation of the upper triangle from one shoulder to the other, all the way up to where you think the middle of the brain is, right between the brow, right to the back of the skull. Explore that upper spinal area, the cervical spine. Is the chin coming upward, exposing the neck? And if it is, then there's some tightness in the back body. And so with that tightness, it's super nice to elevate the head of the bolster. So let's go ahead and build another one, this time using a blanket. So if you have 2 blankets, go ahead and grab them. If you have a really tall person, your torso is really tall, and you're building a heart bed for yourself or for someone else, it's going to be the art of folding. So this is perfect for my spinal column, but maybe this might be better for yours. So explore. And then roll. If you don't have any of these yoga toys at home, no problem. Grab yourself an Encyclopedia style of book. It's around the same. You can place that down, and if you have 2, go ahead and use 2. Then place the rolled blanket right on top. You can use the other blanket just like we did with the pool noodle. It can drape over that blanket. There's a little bit at the top to roll. And then butt your butt right up. Unfurl. Head on top. Let yourself cozy in by bending the knees, rocking the head a wee bit. Close the eyes. You might even like to press into both feet evenly, and sit bones come upward and downward. coming in and out of the back bend so that you can explore that lower spine and all the sensations. Notice how you feel as the body starts to settle in. Where is that cascade of tension for you? You might want to take a breath or two and breathe into that. And then where can you relax? Everywhere else. Systematically explore. You might like to heel toe the feet a little wider. Heels are out, toes are inward. You can knock the inner knees. A beautiful way to center in, to find that center of you and bring it all home. As we expose the heart, we accept just a little bit more. We're in that vulnerable state, undefended, open to receive. So breathe into the heart center. Notice what it's like to breathe in through the nose, nice and full and deep, and exhale like a natural sigh as you start to settle. You might want to have some beautiful music on while you're in this pose. Maybe it's listening to one of your podcasts. Maybe you're lucky enough to stumble across a good friend that's a sound healer, putting on their beautiful sound healing. Wherever you are, this is safe. From 5 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes. Notice how you feel. Eyes closed. And all your attention on the inside. Feel the back of the skull nice and nestled in. We'll explore one more. So give yourself permission to stay there and simply listen. Or you can watch. I have another great big bolster, super heavy. I'm going to take these books out just for now. A lot of you have a great big cushion like this at home, I've been noticing in my Zoom classes. So I really wanted to explore that with you today. So let yourself feel how thick this is and how heavy it is and the width. Then if you would like to bring your cushion up, which I notice some of you have, or you've rolled up your blanket and you're using that underneath your head, perfect. So there are some pros and cons for my body with great big bolsters. Not for everybody. So it's beautiful to explore once again. Just for a moment, unfurl the spine. Let the back of the head come in. Notice how the shoulders meet and greet the bolster. Is the chin hiked up to the ceiling, exposing the head? Let yourself adjust. And if it's very difficult to adjust, this is very difficult for my body to adjust to this big bolster, then systematically come all the way back to where you're sensing most of the sensation. For me, it's the lower back. So in restorative, it's nice to build the floor to you. So I'm going to press into my feet and raise the sit bones. Sit bones will come nice and high up to this blanket. And now I'm not in such a deep back bend. Like dominoes, the rest of my muscles all the way up my back body have relaxed. The chin can come closer to the heart. My shoulders sink down, they're intimately related. And now I feel like I can be here forever, fully held. So have some fun today. Enjoy building your heart bed. Unraveling all that tension and coming to that place where it just feels good. Thank you for exploring the heart bed with me today. Namaste.